What is going on, guys? It is Lely 260 and this is episode 9 of my Master League Online series. We're going to the first match of this episode, playing for 60 points, and I have to say the first half of this match was so dry for action for one reason and one reason only. He's got a player called Sammy who was playing like Tevez this match. He was just there in all my attacks. He was just breaking my attacks down in the final moment of their stage. I don't know why he was tracking back so much, because he's got him as a centre forward, but he was such a pain in my arse this match. Not attacking wise, just defensively, because he wasn't too much of a threat going forward, to be fair. But yeah, I dominated the first half, and you can see it took me 35 minutes to finally get something going. But then in the second half, I got an extremely lucky goal. I don't even know where to start with the luck, because it could have easily been called a foul. And then I know where it ends with luck, because it just ends with really poor goalkeeping. But the ricochet fell kindly to Aligu, gets past one man, and then poor goalkeeper makes it 2-0. Now here there's no look needed, as I left him chasing shadows from the goal kick. I get the ball to Moore, and I thought, let's not be predictable, let's not go straight for goal. So I cut it back to Gillespie. Gillespie just places it nicely into the far corner, and he makes it 3-0. And then after 75 minutes he finally gets a through ball over the top to work, as he's been trying it all match, but it only actually works because of the really poor goalkeeping. But it's a good first touch from Makanju, or whatever his name is, to keep the ball going with pace, but it only worked because of the really poor goalkeeping. But while he kept going for the through ball over the top, I brought Moore on, who was waltzing through his players, went for a cheeky chip and a pretty good save, I'd say. Not probably one for the cameras, to be fair, but he kept it at 3-1 there. And then right at the end of the match, Gillespie forces a close range save from the keeper, which pops up in the air, which Moore wins with an uncontested header to make it 4-1. You can see it's all one-way traffic. He had a lot of pace in his team, but that pace wasn't troubling me. So I get the 60 points, and now I'll make my third signing. And I only actually made this signing because I thought I got a lot of points. I didn't know who to actually go for, so I went through the market and I found one player called Albin, but he was slightly out of my range. But then I saw Matthew Taylor, who just fitted perfectly in within my budget. So I didn't really actually want to sign this guy, but I thought I got the points lying about. No one else caught my eye, so I signed him. I thought if I don't like him, I can get rid of him after 1-2 matches, because I don't have to worry about recouping his wages. That's what I like about this point system. It allows you to be a lot more experimental. But now we're going to the second match of this episode, and you can see I'm playing for almost double the points of the last match, but I'm playing against a slightly stronger team. And I get off to a great start as I play some wonderful football. Actually, I won't call this wonderful, it's some great football from the word go. I got a bit lucky here, as I wanted to play the pass slightly earlier, but it got delayed. A bit suspect on the goalkeeper's positioning, but a great finish makes it 1-0. And then here he plays a lovely pass with Oliver Torres, and a great first touch from Pizzi, and a great finish makes it 1-1. I just sat there at the time just applauding that goal, because I thought there's not much I could do about the, trying to defend that goal, so it must have been a really good goal, which it was. You can see he's playing a dangerously high defensive line, which Moore does exploit. He gets one-on-one with the keeper, and he just smashes it and gives the keeper no chance and makes it 2-1. And then I put in a dangerous ball here with Makosha, which the keeper should have dealt with, which meets Moore on the back post, and he finishes it at his near post and makes it 3-1. And then here I thought, now I'm going to start mixing things up. I'm already winning 3-1. So instead of just running down the line and putting the ball in, I cut it back onto his stronger foot, a good ball into the box, which Van Borad wins the header, and he forces a good save from the keeper, but only falls to Vratikov, who taps into an empty net. And this guy, I don't even like saying his name, I'll just call him my right back. He passes the ball to Moore. He's just way too much to handle for this guy. He shrugs off the challenge from Reyes. He's way too quick for Volman. And then at this point his keeper was just a mess. His morale must have been on blue. He's all over the place as Moore just walks into the back of the net for the fifth. And then at this point I was just messing about. I know it sounds weird and looks weird just saying that after 33 minutes gone into the match, but I just felt like I could score at will, and his goalkeeper wasn't really helping him this match. Could have easily parried that to the side, but somehow parries it right into the middle of the danger zone. So here I actually thought I actually won this tackle, but somehow it gets through, and a good finish makes it 6-2. Then here I tried playing a through ball down the line, but he started tussling with that player, so I think it cancelled out the pass. But he somehow managed to get through that crowd of players. I thought, Makosha, you're going to go all the way. So I tried taking on the keeper, but he made contact with him. It ended up going to Vratikov, who taps into an empty net and makes it 7-2. And then at half time he thought enough is enough. He just did the honourable thing, and he quit the match properly and gave me the points. So he earned my respect the only way he could, by disconnecting early and doing it the proper way. Now I'm going to quickly explain to you why it's not continuing the streak, because when I played the next match, it was obviously for a lot more points than that. I had to leave the room really early on, like I think it was 1-1 really early on in the game, and I had to leave the room. So I didn't carry on recording, because I could have gone up to like an hour or two, or I might have been back in 10 minutes. It was one of those situations where I didn't know how long I was going to be gone for, and I didn't want the recording to go on forever and just chew out my hard drive. So I obviously didn't record the rest of that match. I ended up losing like 6-1. I think he realised the more I scored, the longer this match is going to take. So I think after about 6 goals he just gave up. So yeah, that ended that streak. But now we're going to the third match of this episode, and I'm playing for 60 points. You can see I start off playing some nice stuff, but then his keeper literally throws the ball away. It ends up coming back at him in the form of Castolas, who just buries him at his near post. The finish that was slightly too quick for him to get to, but he makes it 1-0. And then a great turn here from Minandinho gets him away from that defender, but then he gets crowded out of here. But then he plays a sloppy pass straight back to me, and then I get a bit of luck here with the ricochet as it falls kindly for Minandinho. But keep an eye on his goalkeeper, because as soon as I shoot, he takes 2 steps forward, and then I end up catching him by surprise with the shot, and he ends up parrying it into the back of the net and makes it 2-0. And then here I decided to mix things up, so rather than playing the tick-tack stuff and all that patient football, all them grounded passes, I decided to mix it up, start going more direct and start playing lofted passes, and just take him by surprise, because the more predictable you are, the easier you are to play against. So it's always good to mix your style of play up, not just the way you play your passes, but the tempo as well. So if you slow things down, if you just suddenly decide to speed things up every few minutes, just speed it up. Always keep that guy guessing, because while he's trying to second guess what you're doing, you'll start getting the edge on him, and then you'll realize how he starts playing his weaknesses. So yeah, he decides to give up at half time because he realizes I was just on another level compared to him. So I get them 60 points. And now I'm not going into another match. I'm showing you how bad the servers can be, because before we've even gone into the match, I've gone into game plan, and look at this. It says the match has basically been abandoned because the connection's got a lot worse. I'm thinking, how bad must the connection have been in the first place for us to click a couple of buttons and suddenly the servers have been stressed too much? I started laughing when this happened. I thought, how low can it get? And before I go, I just want to let you guys know the reason I ain't played with Matthew Taylor yet is because I never really actually planned on having him in the squad. So if he's not on a good colour, I'm definitely not going to play him. I'm already reluctant to play him as is, so I don't really need any extra reasons to not start him. So he's going to start playing once he hits form. But that's the end of this episode, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe. And thanks for watching.